much to me. It's with a heart full of joy and gratitude, and a mind full of so many memories, and I'm so happy to be back in town. I promised I wasn't going to do that. But I welcome you all to the celebration of Raymond James planting a flag and my team, the Global Wealth Solutions Group, inducting the Beverly Hills office with you all here tonight. All of you have touched me or my team in some special way, and it thrills me to co-host this party for my very special guests, all of you. We have a very special firm in Raymond James. This is a very special venue, the Wallace, and we're in a very special city, Beverly Hills. For all of our clients here tonight, we are honored to serve you and thankful to be able to serve you. So Raymond James is looking forward to its involvement in this community, and we're glad to be part of the garden spot of the world. I really am looking forward to coming home and reconnecting with you all and getting back involved. Tonight you will hear about our firm and why it's so special. Chairman Tom James had the vision with his father Bob to build a firm that began in 1962 to provide comprehensive wealth management for families and business owners. The firm was one of the first to offer financial planning and investment advice that is non-biased, conflict-free, all-encompassing at reasonable costs. We grow futures at Raymond James. We are independent thinking, and we give open architecture, objective advice. Our advisors are not pressured nor incentivized to promote proprietary product, and clients' goals always come first. My team, the Global Wealth Solution Group, focuses on helping individuals, families, and their businesses grow wealth. We look at both sides of the balance sheet to build assets and reduce debt, to create solutions that are tax efficient and transition wealth to the next generation with a well thought out plan. For our business owners, we utilize pensions to help reduce taxes and build wealth. We see our clients, not-for-profit and charities, as an extension of the family, and we get very involved with them to make sure that we provide multi-generational wealth and estate planning to make sure that the wealth that was built by the patriarch and matriarch carries on to future generations. We believe a family's main concern is to teach the next generation to be good stewards of wealth that was built and grow it. Unlike some families in the U.S. that dissipate the wealth by the third generation after it was made. We help educate not-for-profit entities and provide sound financial advice to trustees and boards about their responsibility to the organization as co-fiduciary. It takes many experts to accomplish this. Raymond James is over 10,000 employees strong with all of the deliverables, yet we are small enough to give custom white glove service and advice. Unlike many of our competitors, we were not pieced together, acquired, nor merged. We have the scale and the resources, yet we've kept the corporate culture like a family-run business, even though we went public in 1983. And when I first heard about Raymond James, it was from other advisors from different firms, not at Raymond James, saying, Raymond James is a good firm, Lisa, you should check it out. So I went to headquarters, I saw the professionalism with a mantra of excellence and clients first. I heard a story that Raymond James had over 100 consecutive quarters of profitability. They didn't take any money from TARP because the firm was so well and run so conservatively. The last time the firm lost money was in the crash of 1987 when the firm decided to let clients out of the crashing stock market to preserve them over the firm. Never at any firm could I have ever asked the chairman and the president to come to a party to celebrate the branch opening and they want to meet all of you, and of course they said yes and they're here. So this firm is the real deal, and Mr. Tom James is American as apple pie. I would like to introduce the president of Raymond James Advisors, Tosh Elliott.
Thank you, Lisa. Good evening. It is an honor to be here at the Wallace with all of you this evening to celebrate the opening of our Beverly Hills office with Lisa and her entire team. As Lisa noted earlier, our firm was founded in 1962 when Bob James, the father of our current chairman, Tom James, who you'll hear from shortly, became one of the very first financial planners in the country. We were first established in St. Petersburg in the Tampa Bay area to help Florida retirees make their money last. And today, we're a global, diversified financial services holding company, and under our umbrella are investment banking and capital markets, asset management and alternative investments, retail and commercial banking, trusts, estate planning, and insurance. But as Lisa has described, our core offerings remain comprehensive financial planning, including wealth, retirement, and portfolio solutions. We like to refer to ourselves, however, as the premier alternative to Wall Street. By premier alternative to Wall Street, we mean that we have the same capabilities as the Wall Street firms, yet, very importantly, we have Main Street values. Our financial advisors manage over $441 billion in client assets. There's more than 6,200 financial advisors in the United States, Canada, and the UK. And as Lisa described, we have over 10,000 employees worldwide. We've been honored to be consistently recognized for the way that we run our business and serve our clients. Some of the more recent recognition includes being named one of the world's most admired companies by Fortune magazine. We've been listed in Forbes rankings of the most trustworthy and best companies of the world. Smart Money magazine ranked Raymond James #1 in full-service brokerage firms more than once. Bloomberg recently judged Raymond James as the best publicly traded brokerage when it comes to risk-adjusted return. In 2013, we were named Investment Banking Firm of the Year by a publication that is dedicated to that business. And our firm and our financial advisors like Lisa are perennially ranked on the industry best lists, among them Barron's, the Financial Times, J.D. Power, and many others. Over the years, we've successfully grown in the Southeast and the Midwest. And now we're focused on geographic expansion to the Northeast and particularly here to the West Coast, where we see a terrific opportunity, a desire on the part of clients to work with advisors like Lisa and her team, and to work with advisors that are affiliated with a firm like Raymond James. As part of that, Raymond James and Associates recently opened offices in San Diego, Seattle, and Portland. And we're very proud this evening to add Beverly Hills to our westward expansion, and couldn't be more thrilled that you're here this evening to help us welcome Lisa Daytona and her team happily to Beverly Hills once again from the downtown Los Angeles office. With that, it's my honor this evening to introduce our Executive Chairman, Tom James. Before handing the reins to Paul Riley in 2010, Tom was CEO of Raymond James for 40 years. He and the team that he built grew this company from one small St. Petersburg office to the global enterprise that it is today. Tom is the steward of this firm's culture of giving back and of our rich heritage of supporting the arts. And again, please join me in welcoming Tom.
Good evening. It's wonderful to be with you this evening, and it's wonderful to be in Beverly Hills. A lot of nice things have been said about Raymond James here. What I would tell you is The simplest things in life are what make companies, what make people the most successful. And I would tell you, after being in business 50 years, and I actually was on the board of Raymond James when it was founded in '62, even though I was a sophomore in college. My father couldn't find anybody who wanted to be a board member. Actually, I think the truth was that my father was already planning to plant the seeds of desire to come back home in my mind and to help get me more involved in the securities business. And I didn't really recognize that until I got back. But I'm sure that it was really a plan when that happened. My father was a wonderful individual. He was extremely bright. He was an English major, not a business person by training. But when he got out of college, he went to work for his father-in-law building houses in Ohio, where I was born. And he gained a great respect for business doing that. And my father, a Harvard man, and my mother, a Wellesley girl, decided that maybe they should strike out on their own. So they moved to Florida. And my father started in the home building business, but he soon became enamored of the securities business because he invested $10,000 with two Merrill Lynch brokers who wanted to start their own firm. And he did that in the late 50s. And he got so excited about it, he went to work at the company, and he rapidly became an expert in tax matters. While he wasn't an attorney, he in fact learned how to draft all kinds of agreements, from simple wills to trust. And in those days, in the late 50s, there weren't a lot of individual trust in the United States. Some of you might have had inter vivos trust, but many people didn't. And I was steeped in all this from the beginning. So I went to business school after college and went to law school after business school. And after I'd wasted all my family's money, I decided I had to go out and make a living. And I came back home when I went to law school and worked at the same time. So actually, I have a son, my oldest son, who announced to me that he really didn't want to do what I did early in my life. And he wanted to spend a lot more time with his family. And I looked at him and I said, well, that's a good objective to have, but you wouldn't be able to do that if it weren't for the fact that I worked 100 hours a week. Now, you've never had any problems like that with your kids, I know. Mine was an isolated experience. And he's lived up to his objective. Because I started doing estate planning when I was 27 years old, and I gave him some of this stock called Raymond James stock. And it wasn't worth that much money then. But we did pretty well over the years, and I often cite the statistics to shareholders of the company, is that we grew from small beginnings with some simple rules. You hire the best people you can find with high integrity, high work ethics, and you put them to work to help clients in whatever business you're in. You make sure that you educate the people you have to reach the best of their ability. So we created Raymond James University at our firm. We couldn't attract brokers from New York to come to that Wall Street, which was Main Street, St. Petersburg. People were worried about going there, so we had to train on our own. And my father was so convinced that there was such great opportunity in Florida as retirees came to Florida like they came to California, often at their periods of maximum asset accumulation, with all kinds of new challenges. They needed to repot themselves. They needed new lawyers, they needed new accountants, they needed new investment advisors, And most of all, they needed people who cared about them and make sure they took care of their problems. And he said, if I do this, we can build a great company because people will reward us with their investment business. To this day, 65% of now, see, when I took over the firm, we did about $2 million in revenues, and we hit about 4.7 billion last year. So we've grown well because we did what we said we would do, and we stuck to our values to help our clients reach their financial objectives. After all, as my father used to say, we're the fiscal doctors, not the physical doctors, and our job is to make sure that people have the capital, the money, to do everything they want to do in life that they can do, and help them be successful and not go through periods of stress and losing the money. And we follow the same rule with our own corporation. I like to say that when you have a broker like Lisa, and I've heard from many of you already since I got here what a great financial advisor she is, that we actually have a number of great financial advisors like Lisa that are extremely successful. We have some that aren't quite as successful, but they're similarly dedicated. And they care about their clients. And that's what really makes the difference. Commitment to our communities, to give back, to have our associates participate in charitable and civic activities. And I believe that a great company isn't just about making money, that you will make plenty of money if you serve the needs of your clients, you have good relations with your vendors, you help those employees of yours reach the best they can be. And if you do that, you'll be a great company. And I can tell you right now, it took us a long time to get out to California and really expand the firm. And this is a great state, even bigger than Florida. Although I'm told Florida is going to be biggest in 2030. I hope I'm not here to see that, but that's it may be. The important thing is, I think, you have exactly the same problems out here that we have. And somehow, when you get people in the heartland of America, they seem to do a little better than the people on Wall Street for their clients. So let me take this opportunity to thank you for being a very important part in this formula and in our success in the past by giving us your business. And hopefully, as I heard tonight, Lisa's earning it. I'm sure all of our brokers in California are earning it. And I want to thank you very much for all you have done for us, and we look forward to helping you continue to reach your life objectives. Thank you very much.